Welcome to Matt Snacks. Today we are going to look at a bunch of really interesting soda flavors that came out this summer that all kind of have a very summery feel to them. There were quite a few different ones that came out, and so, I have a few of them. I figured we'll taste them and talk about them. The first one I want to talk about is Sprite with tea. So it doesn't have caffeine, so it's not like a caffeinated kind of tea situation. But I'm guessing it's going to give kind of an Arnold Palmer kind of vibe. So let's try this one out. So it definitely looks, like tea color. So smells very lemony, very spritey. Yeah, I mean, definitely has a tea after kick. And mostly is like a Sprite kind of lemony lime soda with then like some slight tea undertones or tea flavor in the back. So it's good. I think I would like it more though if it actually had caffeine like tea. Then I'd probably be drawn to it because that's what I like to drink tea for. So I think in this case I would just get a Sprite instead of the Sprite plus tea. All right, our next soda up is Crush Back to the 80s Blue Raspberry flavor. Really like the can art. And I guess this one's not really like super summery, but anything blue raspberry always makes you think of like a blue raspberry icy, which ices are a very summer treat. Okay, let's pour this one in here. So yeah, you got that unhealthy electric blue, that's what you want from anything blue raspberry flavor. It smells really strong. You really get like the blue raspberry to the face, like kind of like the Jolly Ranchers. Um, it's good. I'd say for me, this is an odd thing to say, almost too sweet. Yeah, it's you kind of don't really get the berry flavor as much as you just get like the artificial like sugar tartness, like right to your face. Yeah, and it has like a kind of a sour tart after feel in your mouth that kind of leaves you a little stingy, a little buzzy. But it's good. Yeah, I like it. I've never been much of a Crush fan, but I'd come back to this one. Next up, we have Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. So this one is trying to be like your classic like Rocket Pop flavor. Says cherry, lemon, raspberry, so just like the Rocket Pops. This is actually the second year they've done Summer Freeze. I got it last year and I really liked it. I'm assuming the flavor is the same, but we'll see. But I will say last year I liked the art on the can in the box a lot more because it had like cool cartoon little popsicle guys instead of this, but still cool. All right. This one's like a darker blue than our Crush one was. Smells sour, lemony. Let's see. It really does taste like a melted popsicle. Yeah, it's kind of like if you put a melted Rocket Pop into a Mountain Dew. Kind of has like, the classic kind of Mountain Dew kick and caffeine flavor to it. But then, yeah, then you get all that cherry, raspberry, lemon all kind of melted together at the bottom. It's really good. And, Mountain Dew, I love Mountain Dew because they come up with so many weird flavors all the time. I would think, thinking of all the Mountain Dews I tried, this is definitely in the top level of Mountain Dews I've tried, up there with like with like the Pitch Black or the Baja Blast of it. So definitely would recommend this one if you can still find it out there. Alright, so this last soda that we're going to talk about is actually the whole reason I wanted to make this video. Originally I was going to make the whole video about this soda, but then I noticed that I had those other sodas kind of with a summery theme. But this one is the A&W Ice Cream Sundae. So this is another one of those things I heard about kind of like on snack TikTok, and I waited for it to come out. I waited a year, and then it got delayed. And so it ended up, I think, almost being like a year and a half or something until the soda actually came out. But yeah, it says ice cream sundae soda, artificially flavored. So we'll see how it goes. I also love the art. You know, I love the melted chocolate at the top. I love all the sprinkles on it, really giving that ice cream vibe to it. So yeah, let's try it. Oh, very, very chocolatey smelling. Ooh, okay. Yeah, strong chocolate smell. Let's pour some in. Okay. Kind of a light brown. Kind of looks like almost like a root beer. Almost more like a beer color. So let's try it. Ooh, really good. You're getting the vanilla. You're getting the chocolate. You know what it reminds me of? It makes me think of an egg cream. Which, if you haven't had an egg creams are a dessert drink that were like originally made in New York in like I think around the 1800s, where it's just milk, chocolate sauce, and like seltzer water, and it's really good. So it's almost like A&W made a canned egg cream here, which was one of my favorite desserts, and I love to get them whenever I'm at like an old-timey soda shop. So that's really exciting. Yeah, and funny thing about an egg cream, they don't have eggs or cream in them. Just the name. I think it's because the seltzer kind of gives it that creamy feel. But of course, since it's A&W and it has ice cream all over it, I think the obvious thing we have to try is, does it make a good float, right? Because root beer floats, A&W, sundae. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go make a float with this sundae soda, and then we'll try that too. Alright, I'm back. Got my ice cream. I will say one thing I've never quite figured out is the right soda to ice cream ratio when making a float. So if you have like a preferred ratio and you've like nailed the ratios, let me know. But we'll just pour an amount of this in. See how it goes. Okay. And like, do you wait for the ice cream to get melty before you eat yours, or you just like start going? Once again, things I've yet to figure out. I don't really also feel like I don't have floats as desserts that often. Very rarely is it a dessert for me that I'll go to. Let's see. I'll stir it up. Try the ice cream. See, I don't know. I think I might have put not enough soda. It's tasting very much just like the soda. Can't get the ice cream. So I'll finish off the can. And it's good. It's like a chocolatey ice cream. It's almost, yeah, it's like a chocolate milkshake, but with a little fizz to it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend making a float with it. I think I prefer just your like a regular root beer float over this, but definitely something tasty to try. I do really hope that, you know, a lot of these weird flavors, they don't last very long and they disappear. But A&W Ice Cream Sundae, I hope you stay around because I really like it. Even just the soda alone, honestly. I think I like the soda alone than even bothering mixing it with ice cream. Because it already has that kind of vanilla-y taste to it. So, you know, you don't really necessarily need to add the ice cream to it. But anyways, thank you for joining me. That was another Matt Snack. And I'll see you on the next one.